I believe the technical term for what we're doing is assemblage sculpture. It's we use predominantly organic materials, and to get right to the heart of the thing, bones form the base structures of what we build. And then we accentuate the bones with things like dyed eucalyptus, moss, dried flowers, shells, stones, sticks, that sort of thing. We build figures, some of them humanoid, some of them more like animals, some of them will have wings and resemble birds, some of them will have fingers that look like people, and you know, they vary in sizes from a few inches tall to some the size of dogs.
A lot of that for me, at least, is the natural environment. I guess it's kind of like an environmental art when you think about it. It's a lot of like appreciation of nature and natural form, and kind of getting to like recombine that and doing like a nature remix.
So from an open-minded and objective viewpoint, you start, and your personal relationship with reality itself, you start to kind of get a feel that, you know, there's a playful and invisible force that's trying to communicate with you, it's trying to play with you. You'll start to feel like you're seeing omens, and you'll experience things like intuition, and I think it's that is the guiding thought behind creating the sculpture. I do a lot of collaborative work, not only with Farah, but with other folks who are just spending an evening in my studio. And when we sit down to make a sculpture, one of the first things that I'll tell a new person is that the sculpture that you're about to make already knows what it wants to look like. And our job is to interpret the feeling, the sensation that you get, you know, the yeses and the nos as you're locking different pieces together. And then a few hours of doing that successfully, and you sit back and experience something that, for lack of a better term, blows your mind.
Very cool.
I guess if there was anything that I would want others to know about the work, it's that, you know, at least from my perspective, to do art is one thing, but to do art with meaning and purpose backing it up is something else. And, you know, one of our secondary drives we have is, you know, part of the human condition is a sense of meaning, a sense of meaningfulness, a sense of purpose, accomplishment even. So there's something that I talk about a lot in regards to our art, and that is the idea of sacred space. And when considering the role of the artist in society, you know, I feel like it's bound intimately to the concept of creating a sacred space. So there was a scientist, and I forget exactly his field or his background, but his name was Daniel Monti, and he said once that the flavor of sugar is not present in the individual hydrogen, carbon, and oxygen molecules that formulate the granules of sugar. It's in that higher level of order that you find the magic, that flavor of sugar. And I think that in art, really, we're doing essentially the same thing. We're combining materials, we're combining color, texture, shape, and form, and at a higher level of order, now it takes on its own flavor, you know, but flavor being, like the flavor of sugar, is a much easier sensation for us to perceive. What happens when you do the same thing with art exists a little bit outside of the realm of what we are conditioned to. And so now our minds have to reach for it, and in doing so we're exercising a part of our mind that we might not normally exercise. And in surrounding yourself with sacred art or sacred objects or things that promote that sort of exercising, you actually can help to be an active part of your own evolutionary process as you grow as a person. Cool. I would like really to, at the risk of sounding like a less than ideal person, I would like to rescue what I consider art to be from the realm of obscurity, so that a lot of people that you come into contact with outside of the art scene feel that it's something that's almost pompous and elitist, and it doesn't really mean a whole lot to them, but they haven't been exposed to something really that's very new or exciting to them. And I would like to take art from the hands of the pompous and the elite and give it back to the people and give its meaning and its purpose back to the people as well. Not everybody has to be an artist. I mean, we understand that the world needs ditch diggers too, but then a ditch digger could come home from his day at work and enjoy the art, enjoy his surroundings, and it's actually a really, really beautiful thing that not a lot of people realize because it's been hijacked by something. Well, we have a website, bonesculptures.com, and that's plural, bonesculptures.com. The website is an ideal place. You can contact us directly. Our entire portfolio is online. We also have video uploaded online. And we also have a studio showroom that is on East 5th Street in the same building complex as the Austin Lumber Company and the Phoenix Trades Depot. That is open to the public Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Start it off, babe.
I'm Faranada.
And I am Joshua Meadows.
We are
all artists.